Imagine you're walking into school and hearing that your favorite class is gone. Your coach tells you the season is canceled, the teachers you actually like, they're gone too. This all sounds extreme, but that's a real possibility for the Clark Shawnee local school district if the levy keeps failing. And I'm not saying that just to be dramatic, that's literally what happens when schools do not have enough funds to run. As someone who actually is in a school environment, I see how much goes into it every day. It's not just sitting in a classroom and doing work. It's the sports clubs, buses getting you there, teachers staying after to help, and just having enough staff so that things don't feel chaotic. All of that depends on funding. And whether people realize it or not, this situation affects everyone. If you're a student, it affects your daily life. If you're a parent, it affects your kids' education. And even if you do not have kids in school, it still affects the community because schools are a huge part of it. That is why the Clark Shawnee levy should be supported, because without it, things don't just stay the same, they get worse, a lot worse. Right now, the district is dealing with a financial problem. Costs keep going up, things like paying teachers, transportation, utilities, but the money coming in is not enough to keep up. And this isn't something new. It has been building up over time. On top of that, previous levy attempts have already failed. So instead of fixing the problem, it is just repeatedly getting pushed off. And now it is more serious than before. The district is basically running out of options. And when schools run out of money, and they don't just magically figure it out. They have to start cutting things. First it's smaller stuff, maybe fewer field trips or cutting back on supplies, but then it gets bigger. Staff gets cut. That means fewer teachers, which means bigger class sizes and less help for students. And after that, it can get even worse. Programs, sports, and extracurriculars start getting eliminated. And that's not just extra stuff for a lot of students. That's the reason they even enjoy school or stay motivated. Taking that away changes everything. So clearly there is a problem, but the levy is meant to fix it. The levy is a 1% earned income tax that would last for 5 years. And I know the word tax automatically makes people not like it, but no one likes paying more money. But it is important to actually understand what this one does. It only applies to earned income, so wages. It does not affect things like retirement, Social Security, or pensions. So it is more specific than other types of taxes. And the money from it would go directly to the school district, bringing in millions of dollars each year. Not for anything extra or unnecessarily, just to keep things running the way they are supposed to. Basically, it is not about upgrading everything or making things fancy. It is about preventing things from falling apart. Now think about what happens depending on the outcome of the levy. If it passes, things stabilize, schools can keep their programs, teachers can stay, students can still have access to sports, clubs, and all the opportunities that make school more than just sitting in a classroom. It keeps things normal, or at least as close to normal as possible. It also gives the district time to actually plan for the future instead of just reacting to problems over and over again. But if it fails, the situation does not just pause, it gets worse. More cuts will happen, and that means fewer teachers, fewer resources, and fewer opportunities for students. Transportation could be reduced, which makes it harder for some students to even get to school. Activities that people care about, like sports or National Honor Society, could disappear. And once those things are gone, it is not easy to just bring them back. It also affects how people see the school district. If schools start losing programs and teachers, families might not want to move there anymore. That affects the whole community, not just students. This is not just a school issue, it is a community issue. At the end of the day, this decision comes down to what people value more, keeping schools strong or risking everything that makes them work. And yeah, no one wants to pay more taxes, that's real. But the cost of not passing the levy could be way bigger than the cost of it. Because once things start getting cut, students are the students are the ones who feel it the most. So I'm saying the Clark-Shawnee levy should be supported, not because it is perfect, but because it is necessary. If you're able to vote, if you're able to vote, actually think about what this means and consider supporting it. And if you cannot vote, but yet you still have a voice, talk to your parents, your family, people in your community. Make them realize this is not just some random issue. It directly affects students and their future. Because at the end of the day, this isn't really about money. It is about whether schools stay a place where students can directly grow and have opportunities, or turn into a place where everything slowly gets taken away. And that choice is up to the community.